Bry here. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. If you're not, thanks for joining us again. So today we're going to be reviewing the ProBEAM wraparound taillight for my 2014 Ultra Limited Harley-Davidson. As you can see here, I already have multiple ProBEAM products on my bike. You also can see just how dim that stock light is. I was really disappointed in the stock light. You can see here it's just being overpowered by the ProBEAMs. So it was time to replace it. Installing this is really simple. Phillips head screwdriver, you're popping off that rear tail light, you're disconnecting the bottom LED tail light. Now I had some initial issues with my tools, as you saw in the beginning. We broke the ratchet rather, trying to install it, so that was a bit frustrating. But the install for ProBEAMs, really simple stuff. You're going to need a 7/16 socket to get off the holder in the back. Unfortunately, I was unable to photograph it with the camera, but there's a nut in the back just above the tail light that holds in that cord that runs up to the back tail light rather. You're going to just take that nut out, and then you're going to take out two nuts that are T25s that are in the back there that are just going to be attached there. You pop them out, and that loosens the light. It took a lot longer than I was expecting, simply because I started out using the cheap socket wrench, but no big deal. Nothing you can't fix with some good quality tools. Swapped out our socket and swapped out the ratchet, and off we went. So you can see it's just came disconnected from there. Really impressed with how easy this install was to do. Obviously the tool caused some complication, but the install itself was really straightforward. So we're going to pop this out. What I'm doing there is taking that nut off the back that's holding that black cable to the light. You have to just get that off, and once that's off, you're simply going to take it off the cable there. Now we're going to swap it out to the new ProBEAM. Going to fish the wire in through the hole, reach it up through the fender and out. It actually plugs into the back of the taillight. There's a connector above where the taillight plugs in. We're just putting in that wire hold back in there, and then we're going to put the connectors right back on. There's the two T25 screws. Like I said, I had some issues getting it in, but once it was in there right and I switched to a different socket, it went in pretty easy. I would say if I didn't have the tool problem, this is probably a 10-minute job at most. Unfortunately, it turned into a bit of a fiasco as I didn't realize the ratchet was so jacked up in the beginning. But no harm, no foul. Now you're going to start to see, once we get this connected here, we're going to pull off the protective tape. Now I'm just checking the lights to make sure they work. You can already see the difference. So I just went ahead and checked it to make sure it was connected properly before I took the plastic off that was protecting it while the install was happening. Just cleaning up the plastic around the light. We're going to put the tail light back in. You can already see the difference is night and day. You could barely tell that rear light was even running half the time with the stock light. Here you're going to see it in its full effect. I'm just checking the lights here, starting up the bike. But you can see just the difference how it is. And you can see it. Now I have the strobe pattern, the strobe adapters hooked up to my lights on the bike. I highly suggest them. People don't tailgate me anywhere near as much as they used to, and it is dazzling, so people really do back off quick. So that's the lights set up. That's just a tighter shot of them running without the strobe, so you can really see the difference. And now we're just going to do some visual bike porn here to end the video. It's just nice slider shots so you can see the difference of the lights and just how good they look on the Ultra. Really simple to install. Very pleased with my custom dynamic lights as always. Curious to see if you guys have any extra auxiliary lights that you run on your bike and what you'd consider suggesting me to add next. Not really sure where I want to go, but probably going to add a few more lights. And this next shot we've got coming up here is just going to be a really nice shot of the bike at night, so you can really see how the the lights light up the night here. And you can see that strobe makes all the difference. So we're just going to leave with a couple shots here of the strobes and the lights in action. As always, thanks for watching. I hope you consider giving this a like. Please subscribe if you haven't. I hope to see you in the next video. Thanks.